So welcome back, and that's a follow-up on my case with the theater to which I was supposedly employed as a dancer in a opera production, and because of Corona, because of having it before starting of the work, they told me in an email that I am not able to start the contract. The more about this case is in the previous video. The gist of it is I disagreed with that because I already had the contract and I just wanted to follow up on my rights, and I have no idea about the rights because I never really work in this way. I'm rarely employed. I'm mostly working as a freelancer, so those kind of conditions don't really apply because as freelancers we almost never have any protection. But apparently as a employed dancer, you do have some protections. So I wanted to figure this out and I followed it up on it, and I have very positive news which I want to share with you. Also want to share with you the whole process I went through. So number one, I contacted IG Freie Theater, and they were very kind as always, and they told me that yes, with this contract you have rights, you definitely should get paid and you definitely should write to the theater. Okay, so I was still very sick, so I wrote to the theater. They ignored me, and then I wrote to the theater again, and then I wrote again. They ignored. I mean, not really ignored. I learned later that they passed it onto the legal department, but the legal department did not reply. So actually, at some point, I even called the manager of the production, and she was just very kind. She said very clearly that she cannot say anything about this case and that I should just wait for the legal department. Another thing that I did parallelly to contacting IG Freie Theater was contacting Arbeiterkammer, which is the institution that protects worker rights in Austria. And I think it's extremely important to get in touch with them because they know more. They know more about the law, and they have actual lawyers working there and analyzing things for you. So that was awesome because there I learned immediately that if the theater production is delayed for more than 14 days in Austria, the theater is able to basically cut the contract. But if it's less than 14 days, they're not supposed to do that. So with that knowledge, and also knowing that I was on quarantine only for 10 days, I went to the doctor. And the reason why I went to the doctor is because in order for all of this to legally work, you need some paper that says what is the name exactly? Krankenstand. It's called Krankenstand. And Krankenstand is a special paper from the doctor that says that you're sick. Of course, we don't have this in freelance, or at least not that I know of, and it's all new for me. So I heard about it from Poland, but here in Austria I never had to do that because I'm rarely employed. So I went to the doctor, I took a paper. The paper, I was actually sick, officially sick for shorter than 14 days. That's really important because with that confirmation I could argue the first case, which is that they unlawfully expelled me from the production. So, Arbeiterkammer, big plus, and you gotta get the paper from the doctor. With this, the lawyers from Arbeiterkammer helped me with formulating a special letter that I should send as a eingeschrieben, which is how is it called in English? Well, basically a letter with confirmation of receiving it. I don't know how to say it in a better way. Anyway, I sent this letter to the theater, so it's official. and they reply within less than a week, or roughly a week, and they reply positively to the case. So they suggested that I get paid for the rehearsals and not for the performances. And after thinking about it, of course I agree to that. I don't want to go through more of this. I don't want to go through like half a year of, arguing and maybe even, going to court. Of course, settling on that is good. It's fair. And yeah, I'm amazed that it worked. I'm amazed with the theater that they agreed. I think they had to, but it's great that they did it so quickly. And I'm amazed with how the Austrian system works. So if you ever have this problem, I guess you should definitely follow those steps. And just, I think the moral of the story is sign the contract before you start to work, because if you don't do that, what? Yes, they say email can also be like a legal base, but I think signing a contract is even better. Yeah, of course, I didn't get the money yet. There's still a process that I have to go through. Let's see how it develops. I'm not 100% sure, but if I see it at my account, I will tell you. But yeah, I think another moral of the story is that if you have corona, you should not be fired. I guess it's illegal. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you, and have a wonderful day, and see you soon.